How's it, guys? Our last point we'll be focusing on today is our game preparation. We'll be focusing on 6 aspects as we've spoken about earlier, and we'll start with the following, and that is video analysis. The second one is understanding your opposition you're playing, and the third one is pre-packing and preparing the night before your game. Fourth one is envisioning yourself making the save for your game the following day. The fifth one is communication amongst your teammates, and the sixth one is punctuality. So going to the first aspect we'd spoken about, regarding video analysis, it's so important to reflect from the past games that you've played, whether it be pre-season or in-season. If it's an in-season game, you would focus on your most previous game that you've just played. You have to see the type of saves you made, the mistakes that you made, the ways that the team can improve, and just finding all those things that can help the team become better for the upcoming match. The second one is obviously understanding your position. You need to know who you're playing against. You need to know what strikers are threats. You need to know who the PC specialists are, who the flickers are, or body language in PC attack of opposition, making sure that you understand holistically all the things that need to be done in order for you to have enough research to go into the game, so that when those things do occur, you're at least prepared for it. Our third one is obviously pre-packing for your match day. It's so important. Some people have a routine, some people have rituals, making sure that they have their shirts in their bags, your full kit. For us goalkeepers, it's so important that we don't forget our kit at home. So things like having your kit packed the night before makes it easier, so that you don't have to waste time during game day and everything runs very, very smoothly. Fourth is envisioning yourself making the saves the night before. It creates a safe space and a mental space where you're able to help yourself the night before. When you envision yourself making the save, it becomes much easier. You feel at ease when making the save during the game. So making sure that you see yourself doing those certain things makes it much easier when you actually have to execute, and that's where the mental training comes in. If you see yourself making those saves, you actually possibly could actually make those saves in the game situation. So important to train your brain into thinking that you've already made the action before, so that when you do have to make it, it just becomes natural. It becomes muscle memory. Our next one is obviously communication with teammates, making sure that your teammates understand the tactics in which the coach has set out, and making sure that they understand them and what they'd like to do and what they normally do in match situations. You won't always know what your players like doing, and taking the time in order to find those things out when you're not on the pitch or at training makes it much easier, so that when in match situations you have to make big decisions, you're able to connect to what you'd already spoken about to your defender or your link player who's deep in defense. And last but not least, the sixth point is punctuality, making sure that you're on time and you're prepared enough, so that everything can flow smoothly and you don't have to have excessive stress or worries about things that aren't necessarily hockey related. I think a lot of people bring a lot of their personal stress onto the pitch. What I've adapted over time is, once I come into the hockey pitch, I leave my issues on the side. So it's so important that you leave all your baggage off the pitch, so that you're able to enjoy yourself, to exercise, to clear your brain. It's also a way to actually just get away from all your troubles too. So it's important finding the balance in between for all of those things. I hope that these videos have been absolutely helpful for all of you, and I'm wishing you all the best during this pandemic. Stay home, stay safe, and make sure you wash your hands, you're sanitizing, you have your masks on, and enjoy.